gems. Probably the most important thing that you can actually have in Rise of Kingdoms. What's up going guys, my name is Nico and I welcome you yet to another video. Today guys, we are gonna talk about how can you actually farm up those beautiful and wonderful gems. First things first, I'm gonna switch to the end of the day as currently it is, what time is it? It's about 3 in the morning. So this is my gem value, what I have today at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I will switch back to my account in the evening. And I will tell you exactly what I did in that one day, how many gems I actually farmed. I will save up every single report that I have from farming gems. I will give you, of course, the best tips. And I will specifically say how much gems you can actually farm up. Currently, before we even start, I think it's gonna be around 2000 gems that I can actually farm up, but we will see, alright? So this is my current gems and I hope I will have at least 12,000 gems, if not even more. That would be absolutely gorgeous. So anyways, we'll see each other very, very soon. So here we are the next day. 24 hours later. I won't pull my phone right now and show you, but here is basically what I've got in the last hour from 1 March. This is only from 1 March. Know if you can actually see that. And let me tell you something. I think it was about 1500 gems that I farmed today because I was working, of course, so I could not farm all day long, although I would love to do that, sure. So how many gems can you actually farm in a day? I would say normally if you're an active player but you don't farm every single hour or anything like that, I would say you can farm up to, let's say, around 1000 gems a day. Alright? But if you're a very active player, you got plenty of time, then I would say 1500 up to 2000 of gems a day is the minimum you can farm up. And we are only talking about farming. Of course, we are not talking once you are killing barbarians, you can get some gems of them. Although in the KvK, the gem drop rate is way lower than in your home kingdom, and you should never invest action points on your home kingdom barbarians. That is something needs to be said. So what is the best way how you can actually farm up gems? I will show you just in a little. I won't send up my marches because it's very late in here. I really want to go to sleep, but I wanted to do the video right before the start. So basically, if you find a gem node, you would send out your troops the way that you can farm up only 30 and they would push back. However, the only simple trick is what I, for example, do. I do this with only 1 March because Constance and Matilda both have resource bonuses. So gathered resource bonuses means both of them will gather more gems for you, which is really good. And they've got that on the skills. So you would put out more troops. Well, normally you would want only 30. As you can see, you can, I don't know, it's like something like that. But if you do that correctly, you can send out about, I don't know, it's gonna be around 60 arc ballistas, whatever, alright? And you're gonna send this out, and once this node will be done and finished, you will automatically find some different nodes somewhere in the that is pretty near in it, like for example here, and you will, once that other gem node is done, you will send out your troops in here. And that's how I have actually farmed so many gems. This is from only 1 March. All these gems you see is only from one single March. Alright? And as you can see, 355, 355, 355, 355, 355. So I'm not lying. I don't understand why the March is not showing in here, but as you can see, I have 30 plus 7 plus 7. So overall, from all of these nodes, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So 13 times 30 is like 390 gems from the nodes, and 13 times 7 means 70, 91 more gems. All right, so instead of getting only 390 gems, I got 481 gems. So this is a big difference. I'm not saying on one occasion 90 gems is not that much, all right, but you gotta look at the bigger picture. Every time you play Rise of Kingdoms, you have to look at the bigger picture. And if it's one day you get 90 gems more, and it is only from this evening. I did this for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours. No, maybe not even that, like 3 hours. I was just farming these gems, and in those 3 hours I got 90 more gems. And let's think about it. If I would have a full day where I can actually farm up, in 3 hours I've got 90 plus. A day has times 8, so 8 times 9 is around 720 gems, more gems. That is a big difference. 720 gems in one day. And if you put that like over a course of 100 days, that's 72,000 of gems. 72,000 gems. Like, sure, that's not gonna be this high, but it still can be around, at least, let's call it like, I don't know, maybe 10,000, maybe even more, over 10,000 gems that you can have more in those 100 days. And that's just if you do this 3 hours every single day. So, and if you're more active than me, then you will have probably even more than that. So this is just a simple example that I have found out. Of course, you can push this even further, because you can actually get all of the gathering speed, like the legendary gathering equipment, because everything out of this is animal bone, so you don't have to worry about anything. But it is expensive, and I would not recommend to actually like, I don't know, from these dailies here in the blacksmith, push the bone. I don't think in general the bone is worth it. Although to have gathering speed, it is always nice, sure, but more or less only on your farm account, not on your main account. So this is basically it. I would absolutely not, if I was you, I would not go for, I don't know, in the blacksmith I would not push bone meal, always push only the main 3 things. But it is a way, and I would recommend you at least to have the blue piece, because sure, 5% gathering speed is not that much, but if you have, for example, if we take a look at the helm, it is 5% here. I think every single one of them is 5%, correct? Yeah, 5% here, and the trousers are also 5% here. So now you have around, and of course the legs there are also, so you now have 20% health bonus, and there will be even more buffs. I think overall it's gonna be like, I don't know, 24% more gathering speed. For example, if you take a look at my constants, which is my main gathering commander, I have currently, how much do I have? 30% gathering speed, and that's only from the gatherings. And I only have three blue pieces and 1 purple piece. Sure, there are special talent, but like, yeah. And of course here I have got from the ornaments 15% more gathering speed. So yes, my constants is constantly gathering, and of course I could change something like that, but I'm not quite sure if I am gonna do that, because wait, let me take a look at here. No, I think that's just it. So I've got the best gathering speed. One Sewn Duck is of course expertise. She has much better traits, and I will use Sewn Duck instead of Constance, although Constance is really nice, alright. but this just gathering speed for wood and food, and I think Sundok has the gathering speed for everything. Sure. So yeah, and of course bonus for gold. So yes, once Sunduk is expertise, you should absolutely use Sunduk paired with Matilda, because if I'm correct, that's no, that's not it. That's siege unit capacity. Yeah. So every time if you have Sunduk expertise, you should use Sunduk paired with Matilda or Sunduk paired with Constance. You can also think about Cleopatra. You get another 20% gathering speed, and of course additional resources from resource point. You will receive resource items. This is really good, but I'm not quite sure what it means. I've never expertised Cleopatra, so I don't know what exactly you get from the resource nodes once you've gathered with an expertise Cleopatra. So if anybody knows, please tell me. I'm really not quite sure. Anyways, this is it with the video, guys. I hope it helped you out a little bit. If so, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment under the video if this was helpful, and of course, what does exactly the Cleopatra's expertise mean, because I'm really not quite sure. You can tell me. I'm not all known. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.